Namaste everyone. Welcome to episode number 6 of a business idea series. In this episode, I'm gonna tell you about how to start your tattoo business and earn it very much amount of money. While some businesses may come and go with the taste of a fashions, but the tattoo industry has proven utterly resilient for centuries. At the same time, with celebrity tattoo artists hosting their own reality shows and the mainstream of the industry. If anything, the tattooing is seeing a new rejuvenations as well. Today, there are around 21,000 active tattoo parlors operating across the United States. Researchers estimate one new artist set up a new shop every day, and the American tattoo industry as a whole rank in around $2.3 billion worth of revenue each and every year. Bearing in the mind that consumers' demand has been relatively steady for the past couple of millennia, it's not difficult to see why budding artists or entrepreneurs continue to show interest in starting their own tattoo business. But setting up a tattoo parlor isn't just about obtaining funding and exhibiting a little creativity. There are a few things you need to do first. Here I'm gonna tell you quick how to guide in order to help you start it. So let's understand how you can start your tattoo business. So for that, number one, you require to get a license. Unfortunately, being good at a drawing does not make you good artist of a tattooing. In most states, you need to obtain a license before you are allowed to carry out tattooing on body piercings. And before you are allowing license, you will first be expected to gain a bit of experience. The Alliance of Professional Tattooists recommends aspiring artists undergo an apprenticeships of at least 3 years before going it alone and setting up a shop. During these apprenticeships, you will generally be working under the direct supervision of licensed artists designing tattoos, operating machines, and sterilizing equipments. Some apprenticeships are paid, but many more are not. In some states, the requirements to undergo an apprenticeship isn't just recommendations. For example, in order to comply with the Body Art Procedures Act and open up a tattoo shop in New Jersey, you must complete a minimum 2,000 hours of trainings. In state like Oregon, you have only got to complete a minimum 360 hours of training under an approved artist, as well as produce 50 tattoos. Most states will expect you to pass a written test as well as and hold a current bloodborne pathogens certificate in order to become a licensed artist. The same sort of procedures will generally apply to obtaining a license for a tattoo business as well, as opposed to obtain an individual artist license. But rules vary states by states. You will have to do research on yours. Number 3, get the right equipments. In order to set up your own tattoo artist business, you will need to cover a few basic startup costs. Estimate range from around $25,000, but that depends entirely upon the type of business you are starting and wide array of variables. Either way, there are quite a few basic pieces of equipment that you will definitely need to get started. First and foremost, you will need reliable tattoo machines and various needles. Quality machines start from around $400, while sanitized disposable needles will be an ongoing overhead cost. Likewise, you will need a steady supply of tubes and ink to feed the machines. You will need you will also need a load of other basic equipments like saving suppliers for customers, stencils for designs, and plenty of sanitary items. Scanners, decent computer software, printer will be probably be necessary if you plan on allowing customer to have a say in designing custom art. You will also need to purchase a special furniture. Most states have strict rules about the type of furniture used in tattoo areas. And if you do not conform that those standards you could get shut down. Purpose built beds and chairs tend to start from around $500 each. Next point is choose the right location. Selecting the perfect location to set up a shop is difficult for any businesses. But if you are opening a tattoo business, you will face a few legal hurdles too. Quite a few municipal authorities have a land use and jogging ordinance that limit where the tattoo establishment can be located within a town or city. A lot of those rules end up tossing a high concentrations of a business into a relatively small area of a town, with which can make competition a real problem. That being said, you may be able to skate past such regulation and open up a different part of a town by paying to obtain various municipal variances and approvals. Again, you will need to check with your location and state authorities before falling in love with any particular location. If your preferred site does clash with the current laws, it's worth seeing a professional legal advisor to see if you can mitigate existing legislations. Outside of the dull regulatory mumbo jumbo, there are other big factors to consider when choosing the location for your tattoo shop. You will want a high traffic areas, ideally near the nightlife. You should also keep in mind that your ideal location might need to logical alteration for the tattoo works, like adding a adding a partitions, sink, or new electrical outlets. If you are purchasing space, that won't be problem. But if you are renting, you will you will need to obtain written permission from the property owners. Think about marketing. Once you are gotten yourself certified and permitted and set up your own shop, it's time to start thinking about your you start to it's time to start thinking about how you are going to market your business. Word of mouth is incredibly powerful within the tattoo industry, but if you are also going to need a decent web presence, first and foremost, you will need to create a website with a simple and memorable URL. Clearly list your business services, locations, and key information. But more important still, exhibit your work. Instead of choosing a fancy e-commerce website template, take on a site driven by prominent artwork and aesthetics. It's also worth maintaining a company blogs on your site outlining a big and incredible art concept. But your single biggest marketing weapon will be a social media. Image based sites like Instagram are the great way to show off your artwork, and Facebook has gotten inbuilt review platforms that could help you to generate a consumer consider that will help you to generate a consumer confidence relatively quickly to earn more work. Be sure to respond all your reviews and engage with any questions or comments that may arise on a different platforms. That being said, you shouldn't necessarily abandon some more basic concept of traditional marketing just yet. Printed filters, printed flyers, and business cards still resonate well within the tattoo industry. Don't be afraid to look at potential advertising opportunity in a local media where appropriate the dare to be the difference. Remember, if you aren't standing out, you will be it will be very difficult to success in your business. So this is from my side, and if you have any question to start any kind of tattoo businesses, you can connect with me. You can send me email. My email ID is virenparmar.ck@gmail.com, or else you can send me a message also on a WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is +91 966 255 0290. Jai Shri Krishna.